Do you know what a mass is? No, I mean the name, mass. What does that mean? Mass in English comes from the Latin word missa, and that's why in Spanish you have, for example, missa, or in Italian, messa. And what does missa mean in Latin? Well, the most widespread interpretation is that missa is a noun, is a feminine singular noun coming from the verb mittere, which means to send away, to dismiss. In fact, scholars agree that the word missa comes from the dismissal formula used in the Old Latin rite that goes like this: ite missa est, which is usually translated as go. It is dismissal. It is dismissal time. It's time to go. It's not a coincidence that the word dismissal has missa in it. But this is kind of a bummer, don't you think? The whole sacrality of the sacrifice of Mass, well, related to the moment that you go home, that you leave. It's all about leaving Mass. Well, that's possible. That's what most scholars agreed upon. It's related to this dismissal formula. That was the very last thing that the priest would say. And so during the century, this formula ite missa est became very popular, and the word missa was associated to the rite of the Mass itself. But what if there is a better interpretation of this? Take a look at what I found here. This comes from Pathologia Latina, volume 99. Pathologia Latina is this huge collection of Latin texts from the Latin Church Fathers. In page 627, there are two passages that are very important. They're related to the Aquileian rite, which was the rite used before the Roman rite in the Mass. And here it says that there was a particular formula, a particular dismissal formula, different from the simple ite missa est used in the Roman rite. These two forms of dismissals used in the Aquileian rite were used, the first one for major double feasts and the other one for major solemnities of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The first one reads, Ite benedictit electi in viam pacis, meaning, go, you blessed and chosen, into the way of peace. Pro vobis Deo Patri ostia missa est. For you, to God the Father, ostia, the sacrifice, has been sent. And the second one is very similar. Ite benedictet electim viam pacis, pro vobis Mariae filius ostia missa est. For you, the Son of Mary, the sacrifice has been sent. So in these two dismissal formulas, missa is no more a noun. It's the past participle of the verb mittere, to send, which means has been sent. So missa doesn't mean dismissal, but means sent. And what has been sent? Ostia, the sacrifice. The sacrifice has been sent up to God the Father. So we understand that very likely ite missa est is just the shortened version of a much longer formula that probably used to be used only for special occasions. And if you pay attention, ite and missa est are the very first and the very last verb of these very long dismissal formulas. Ite, go, missa est, has been sent. So the short version of this whole long dismissal formula was just go, has been sent. Those are the most important thing. You can go now. Why? Because the sacrifice has been sent up to God the Father. Now, this interpretation is much more satisfying because it has the support of the Latin text of the Aquileian rite, and at the same time, it restores the sacrality of the Mass, the term Mass associated with the idea of sacrifice. The sacrifice has been sent to the Father accepted it, and so therefore you can go in peace. You can be assured that the Father accepted the sacrifice and you're good.